6 listings in the next 2 months, right? Is that right? And everybody else doesn't want a listing, so okay. All right. So first off, let me start with the first thought. Number one is you got to become an expert at market stats. So, you know, the other day I heard one of you on the phone, and you guys were, that specific person was talking to a family member, and the family member was like, no, the market's going to crash. It's doomsday. The rates are going to go up, you know, another percent, and then, you know, this is going to happen. And that agent was like, you're right. I guess you're right. And that was it. But if you have your market stats and you say, actually, you know what, last month in CYPRESS, there was 22 homes that went under contract, and the average days on market are 30 days compared to, you know, 6 months ago, they were 9. The market has slowed a little bit because of the interest rate hike, but things are still selling. As a matter of fact, last month, you know, in the city of CYPRESS, we had a total of 36 closings, right? You said something like that, then people might be like, oh, the market isn't crashing. You're right. But if you don't have your stats, then, you know, somebody else who's not the expert is gonna tell you what they think, and then that's gonna be the truth, right? You know, I often ask some of you guys in here too. I tell you, you know, some of you will come up to me and say, oh, my client wanted to do this. And I'll say, wait a minute, who's the real estate agent, you or your client, right? So you need to become an expert at your market stats, you guys. That's one of the ways you're gonna fight this thought of the market is crashing and nobody's buying and nobody's selling. Number 2, so you gotta know the number of active homes. You should write this down. Or I can give you this a copy of the slides afterwards. You need to know the number of new listings that hit the market in your city that you're focusing on. You need to know the number of properties that are under contract. The average days on market, I can tell you right now, is 30, right? We all know that. Average days on market is 30 right now. And then you need to know the average and median price of homes in those cities, right? Right now, when Renee says 900 Orange County, you know what my head says? Good luck. You're not gonna find it, right? Because in Downey, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath is selling for $850,000. So I'm gonna get Orange County for 9, a 3-bedroom, 2-bath? The answer is no. I already know that, right?
Okay, Corona.
But if you don't know that, then you know what? Then you're not in the business. You're not in the game. Magic Johnson knows all the numbers, right? Says we had 111 winning games, right? We know the numbers of how many attendees are at our non-home games. So you got to be the same way. Number 2, learn and practice your price reduction script. Because I'm going to tell you guys right now, we have like 8 or 9 listings in the office. 2 listings out of those 9 have a $100,000 price reduction, and guess what? They're still not moving. So you need to learn your price reduction script.
One today by 100.
And you're gonna need to start talking more about price reductions, because that's gonna be more of a common thing right now, right? So Mike Ferry said, "Dear Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I made a terrible mistake when I listed your home. Can I explain? When I listed your home, I wasn't strong enough with you on the price. So I wrote down 4 solutions. Number 1 is that we reduce the price tonight by 10% or $50,000. Number 2 would be that we add an additional 1 to 2% commission for the selling agent. Number 3 would be that we extend the listing to its original listing term of 1 year versus the 3 months that I told you that I would get it sold in. Or last but not least, that we cancel the listing completely and I give you back the listing. I know that's tough. I don't want to do that. But, you know, again, you're trying to get to Seattle by the beginning of the year. The only way to do that is we're going to have to take a little bit of a price cut. I'll tell you what, when you get to Seattle, the homes that you're going to be looking at over there, you're going to get a discount on them too. So it'll work out in your favor either way. It'll be a wash. All right, he says, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, based on my knowledge, it seems you're still the highest bidder for your home. We need to go ahead and reduce the price by $50,000 tonight. Or number 3, he says, hi, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, I'm calling in with your weekly update. In the last 7 days, we've had 0 showings and 0 offers. As we discussed, it's time to reduce the price so we can create some activity and receive some showings. And his last one, he says, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 meaning we must move now, and 1 meaning we'll move only if we get our price, where would you rate yourself in terms of your motivation to sell this home? And hopefully if they're a 10, then you can say, hey, we need to do 100 or more price reductions.
No, meaning I'm not gonna reduce my price.
Well, then we're gonna have to cancel the listing, right? So, number 3, create a development hour that includes script practice. Guys, I gave you a sheet here, and I created this years ago, but there's many versions of this. I saw on John's desk, he's got a laminated kind of version of this where it's a point system. This isn't new, I didn't invent this. I made it to my liking, but if you look at it, guys, the first top thing is a development hour, because you know what Mike Ferry says, and it's not just Mike Ferry, your mindset. You know, you got to be positive. Another thing is you got to be present. When you're in this meeting, you got to be present. Don't be on your phone. Don't be reading some article that you found. Don't be looking at your computer. Be present. When you're at a listing appointment, be present. I tell you guys these things because I've made the mistakes before. I've been sitting in front of a client and they're telling me something and I'm thinking about something else, and I go, wait, say that again? And that's terrible. You shouldn't do that. You should be present. But anyways, development hour. So, you know, take an hour a day and watch Mike Ferry for an hour. Or watch a sales movie. I like to watch the movie Wall Street. It like motivates me that he was a broker cold calling and he lands Gordon Gekko, the big broker, and he gives him a shot at becoming a millionaire, right? So use an hour a day to develop yourself, your mind. You know, in the car, not all the time, but sometimes I start listening to audiobooks. You know, right now I'm listening to Earl Nightingale's Lead the Field, and it's so funny. I was watching an interview today with Mike Ferry. Neil Schwartz was interviewing Mike Ferry, and Mike Ferry says the first book he heard by Earl Nightingale was Lead the Field. And I'm like, wow, that's funny. I'm reading that book right now. So, you know, scripts practice. You should take 30 minutes to practice your scripts. When's the last time you guys previewed homes? When's the last time you previewed a home? Another thing I want to mention, guys. So this Thursday is that, you know, thing at Career Compass at corporate. But the following Thursday, please let me know over the next few days so I can get phones ready for you. But I want to call whatever city you guys want. We're going to call 2-bedroom, 1-bath homeowners. And
what's up?
we're going to start cold calling. We're going to cold call on not this Thursday, next Thursday. Just 1 hour, 9 to 10 a.m. Just 1 hour. And there's no right or wrong. I'm not going to be walking around going, hey, you should have said that this way.
It works, Benny. It really does.
Yeah. So check this out, guys. With scripts practice. Ready? Today is John's birthday. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear John. Happy birthday to you. All right. It's not John's birthday, you guys, but check this out. That's the first script you guys ever learned in your life. And look at how quick I got you to do it. Right? On demand. So, when you tell me, oh, I don't want to do scripts because I can't learn them, I'm no good at it, I can't remember them, I don't know how to say them. It's so funny. Everybody even has the delivery, right? Happy birthday to you, right? And it's like, how come we can't learn scripts then, right? So you got to create a development hour that includes scripts. And I got a camera going here, and it's focusing on somebody else now.
Do I have to take his present back?
Yeah, there we go. All right, good. So anyways, so create a development hour that includes script practice. Number 4, do better quality prospecting. So what that means, you guys, is, did you hear Keegan say a credit score, FICO, right? That's dialed in, right? Another one, which is a no-brainer, is a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, right? How many people do you know that need to get out of a 2-bedroom, 1-bath, right? The other one would probably be a 4-bedroom, 3-bath, owned for more than 30 years. Chances are they need to go into an old folks home maybe, right? Or move in with family. So that's a better quality prospecting than saying just let me get 100 phone numbers in CYPRESS and call them all, right? So do better quality prospecting. Reach out to expireds for sell by owners, your sphere, absentee owners, just listed, just sold. Going back to this, guys, and if you can see, this is mine. Look at the top, it says week 42. That's the week that we're in. And look, I've done 2 development hours. Actually, I could cross off a 3rd one there because I actually started this on Sunday. I did 2 Craigslist posts. One of those posts is for recruiting. We could get more agents in the office. I posted to Facebook, some of my own real estate, some for recruiting. John, I posted an ad in Facebook for recruiting, and I picked up 2 leads that same day. That same day, 2 guys said, hey man, I've been thinking about it, give me some more information. I don't know if they're gonna sign up, but hey, it works, you guys. Tamara, we posted Craigslist ads when? Monday?
I think it's, yeah, Monday? Today, wait, no, not Monday, it's Sunday.
Yeah.
No, Saturday, because we came in Saturday.
Okay.
And I got 2 calls, and they're willing to make appointments.
Yeah. It's a numbers game, you guys. Okay. So you know, when you use the sheet, scratch it off, make a copy. If you want another copy of it, I can send it to you. You can print it out. But it just, you know, if you just scratch all these off, or most of them off, you'll have done more this week than you ever did in the last few weeks. And then if you see at the very bottom, at the end, it says book 5 buyer or seller appointments, right? That's the goal, to book 5 buyer or seller appointments. Number 5, expand your territory. So, you know, a couple months ago, we could have said, hey, I only work Orange County, right? Now you're going to probably have to say, hey, I work Orange County, LA, San Bernardino, and Riverside, right? Expand your territory. If you're going to be cold calling, don't just cold call CYPRESS. Let's go to Buena Park. Let's do Anaheim. Let's do the surrounding cities. You're going to have a bigger net. I was talking to a lender the other day that used to be the in-house lender at Coldwell Banker, and he goes, man, I'm having a tough year. He goes, I lost more than 50% of my business. Joe, is that true? We lost the refi business, correct? So he goes, I'm struggling a lot, you know? And I said, yeah. I go, the secret is you need to talk to 3 times more of the people, right? You need to talk to way more people now and find more purchasers than anything. All right, except that there is no magic pill. There's no magic pill, you guys. Like even today, right? I said you're gonna get 6 listings in the next 2 months. Guess what? It requires hard work. It requires hard work. And you know what's crazy? Tamara, when you came and did those phone calls the other day, were you nervous?
I was very nervous at first, yes. I didn't really want to do it because I'm not very good at it.
Yeah, so you,
But
thank you. So you know, in reality, you guys, it is and it isn't hard. You know, it could be simple and it could be hard. It's up to you how you want to take it. But you know, and I'm only asking for you guys to commit to cold calling next Thursday. Start out slow, 1 hour. Okay, you guys. There's an office in our market area that actually cold calls from 9 to noon every day.
Which one?
That's gonna be our office. Yeah, John.
We need to,
Oh, okay.
one more thing.
Okay. You mean like the last point? Okay. Real quick, we're almost done. The other thing, when you get a new listing, you guys, right now, let everybody know. You know, because that's what it's gonna take. You know, a couple months ago, we could just put the sign in the yard and that'd be it. Right now, you should call, text, you know, Facebook post, Instagram. Tell everybody. Even if you have a buyer that doesn't fit that criteria of property, tell them because they might know somebody that is looking for that, right? So make sure that you let everybody know, you know, about that. And you know, Tamara, the other day I was critiquing Tamara because we were at Kinko's and she walks up to a stranger and starts talking to him and then gives him her business card. And I said, you know, Tamara, it came off a little non-genuine because you were just like, hey, how's it going? Good. Oh, great. Do you live around here? Yeah, great. Oh, can I give you my business card? Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'm in real estate. All right. You don't know anybody that wants to buy or sell? No. All right. See you later. And and I go, oh my gosh, Tamara, that like, you know, you could, yeah. So, but here's the thing. Ready? I I kept thinking about that, and I told her, I said, you know, I think you're 50% right, you're 50% wrong. 50% right because you're going up to strangers and prospecting and talking to them, and you know, you're asking for the business. The other part is I felt it was a little disingenuous, so it's all about you. But you know, a couple hours later, I watched something on YouTube, and the guy goes, you know, when you're a little kid, you're taught not to talk to strangers. Well, in real estate, you need to talk to strangers. So in a sense, Tamara, you're doing good. So
I really understood what he was telling me, and the one good thing about Benny, and I know everybody will agree, he really gives us some good advice, and he's really helping me take
sometimes.
he's helping me take the next step. And I just want to say this: I'm not nervous anymore about making the phone calls. I'm not nervous about hearing no. I'm not nervous about being hung up on, and I'm doing it. I'm not doing 30 calls a day. I want to do 30. That's my goal, but I'm doing 10. So it's more than I did 2 weeks ago. So whatever he's saying is, it's gonna work. I know it. So.
Hey, you guys, and real quick, have any of you ever, like somebody mentioned your name in Facebook, and so you get the notification, so and so mentioned you? Have you guys ever gotten that? Yes.
Yes.
All right. And then you go and you click on it, and it says, "Hey, I want to sell my house in CYPRESS," and then you see there that one of your friends said, "Hey, call Benny, he's good." Does that ever happen to you? Yes? So I'll tell you what happens when they do that. You look in the comments, and there's 20 other realtors in that comment. Because everybody knows a real estate agent, right? So one thing that I did many years ago is that happened. I went onto Facebook, and I messaged that person that said they wanted to sell a house, and I made a video. And I just said, hey man, real quick, I know we don't know each other, but we have a mutual friend, and I saw here that you want to sell your home. I said, I would love to interview for the job, and I appreciate the opportunity in advance. If you have any questions in the meantime, please feel free to reach out to me, message me back, text me, or whatever. And out of all the agents that replied to that, he hired me because he goes, wow man, you were different. You made a video and sent it to me, and I realized you were being very genuine. You weren't just, you know, like, oh yeah, you know, I've been in the business for 25 years or whatever, and I got that listing. So, you know, go out, and I was telling Tamara, I said, if you sit around in the office and wait for somebody to walk in and sell a house, it's not gonna happen. You have to go out and get it. So Mike Ferry said, he says you gotta have a great mindset, you gotta have the skills, you got to do the activities, and you got to take action. If you don't take action, that's not going to happen. And last but not least, guys, I want to close with this, though. It's a numbers game. If you just do 10 minimum contacts, that's not phone calls, that's contacts. To get 10 minimum contacts, I think it would take you at least about 2 to 3 hours. A contact is somebody that answers. They're actually the homeowner. And you ask, hello, this is Anthony Ford with Berkshire Hathaway in CYPRESS. I'm just calling. We sold a home down the street over on Rio Grande, and I was just wondering if you had any interest in maybe buying or selling a home at this time. No, we're not interested. Oh, great. Thank you for answering that. By any chance, would you happen to know somebody, a friend, family member, a coworker, somebody that might be looking to make a move in the next few days? No, not at this time. All right, great. Now that's a contact, okay? You could scratch that off your list. I spoke to the homeowner because you have their name there, right? Hi, Mary. So that's a contact. If you hit 10 minimum contacts a day, Monday through Saturday, that's 60 a week. And we're talking about not working a full 52 weeks, only 48 weeks, times 60 contacts. That's 2,880, right, in a year. 1% of that is 29 transactions. And I'm going to tell you guys, you know this for a fact. You know, you've seen this before. You know a real estate agent that didn't know what they were doing. They might have been brand new, but they got a transaction by accident. Just, you know, Tamara, weren't you? I hate to pick on you. Oh, she's not even there, is she?
No, I'm right here.
Oh, there she is. Okay, she did an open house for John one day, and she was late. She didn't want to do the open house. And then
Oh,
she
yeah.
drives by the house and she's like contemplating it still. And then she starts putting out signs and she sees people already at the house. And she's like, what the hell? I'll just go open it for them before I put the signs out.
Yes,
And it was $1 million sale.
it was, and I never did get my signs out.
So accidents happen, you guys. So do you think if you'd be out there 3 hours a day making phone calls, you think you're gonna run into somebody that's gonna sell a house? Even on accident? So check that out. 29 transactions, right? Right now, an average gross commission is 15,000. Roseanne, I don't want to put you on the spot, but what is, if you'd like to share, what is the gross on your current transaction? And what does that mean in commission? What's that? How much is it?
Oh, I'm sorry, 112.
Yeah, there you go. Guys, one deal, 100K.
So baby, can I ask you, what do you feel like doing that? That's too much for me.
Yeah.
I only wanted to do 10 contacts a week.
A week. That's better than nothing.
And would I still make 150,000 then? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Well, you're saying 10 contacts a week. I mean, that'd be probably a quarter of that. So maybe 100K.
Alright.
A little bit less than 100K, 90 grand. Yeah. So, but it's, it's being proactive versus, passive, which passive still works, open house works, right? But, proactive, what about passive and proactive couple? Do an open house and call 100 houses around the neighborhood. So anyways, you guys, so next Thursday, 9 a.m., you want to get here at 8:30, we're going to do a little bit of role playing, and then we're going to do some cold calling, and then go from there. Yeah,
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. What day was that?
Thursday. So
Okay.
not this Thursday, the following Thursday, and then just
Gotcha.
before then, just if you could give me the city that you want to call, and that way we could have Christy Wright print up the phone numbers for you guys. All right. Any questions on any of this?
Let me, to close this out, I want to say the best for last. You guys give a shout out. Top 25
Oh, yeah.
agents. I just got this yesterday. Top 25 agents for September. Christy Lazan, Julie Piccolini, Renee Nava, our very own. Roseanne Rowe, Wallace, and Marjorie Tyson.
Yeah.
And then Nancy and Fane were on teams.
Yes.
The top teams. And then for year to date, Christina Fernot is number 10 in the company. Tamara Mitchke is number 25 in the company. And Nancy and Fane are number 8 in teams.
All right. Congratulations.